Hello, hello, hello. I am just setting up my cameras. Is that it? Oh, there we go. Should be hearing an echo for just a few seconds. And it's be gone already. Hey, Jenny, how you doing? Okay, now should be on that one. That one. There we go. I'm on that one. I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. Today I am doing the last. Oh, today I'm just going to immediately fuck up the camera. Look at that. Everything sticks to these gloves, which is kind of a good thing. It's a good thing. If you're wearing the gloves, if you're wearing a glove because you have a problem with your grip, then you want the gloves to be a little sticky to stuff. Okay, I just did the ironing, but hopefully that's all I need to do. Ooh, ice cream at work is always good. Mind you, I can always have ice cream at work because I just got to go in the kitchen, but that's my lucky circumstance. Anyway, ooh, don't touch the camera. It just decided to cooperate. Okay. So what I'm doing today is I'm doing the last of the crows today. There's some everything. So this is the crow that we're doing up today, but this guy is weird because he's so close to the edge back here that I can't center him. So I forgot one thing. I'll bring it back. Don't worry, I'm not going very far. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to do this 5-sided today. And I'm going to do it 5-sided today, but I'm also, I guess I need it to be somewhat. Actually, it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter what way this goes because I'm going to be, squaring it off when I'm done. But do you have no, I do not have a waffle cone. You win. You win. You got a waffle cone. I like waffle cones. Waffle cones are awesome cones. Okay. I have the whole thing. This is actually really simple. It's just the two pieces. That's got a little divot sticking up. That's got a little divot going in, and you just fuck it around, and then it just pops right apart. I don't use this. When I first got this guy, I thought I was going to use it constantly. I don't use it nearly as often as I thought I was going to, but I do use it. Okay. Now, so I think I'm just going to kind of, there we go. I'm going to center it there, but I'm going to come out. Oh man, see, I've already got a problem. I've already got a first world problem. If I cut, I'll cut it first, and then we can look at it. Yeah, you just fuck it around. That's all you do. So this doesn't, okay, this can even be wonky. I can go 1 inch on this side, 2 inches on this side. A wonky 5-sided is a lot of fun. I'm just going to cut this. I'm just going to cut this the way I was thinking of cutting it. I already know I'm cutting all this off. So, but if I cut that off, then okay, this here is the actual border, right? See how straight that is? So I don't want that there. But if I cut it like this piece now looks kind of like a border. So I think I have to cut it to like that. I think I'm going to have to bring it almost all the way in. But let's just do 2 inches all the way around and see what I think. Wait a second. Was that 2 or is that 1.75? That was 2. And it's okay if it shifts because I am not agonizing about this being perfect. I like the crow that's on this one. I don't like how it's not centered. Okay, I know it doesn't. Okay, I like it when it's not perfectly centered. When it's this far off, it's like, it doesn't look so great. Okay, crossing the fingers. Hey, wait. This might actually be okay. Okay, wait. I am kind of purposely trying to go fast. Okay, that's... Okay, this is the border, and that's the selvage. So that is a section that I really don't want being seen. That's okay. Problem is, if I take it down to here, I've got more of these. If I fuck it up that badly, I've got more of these. Basically, in order to line this back up again, that's why you can pay attention to what size you make it, right? So I can just line that back up, and then everything else should be in place. And it is. Okay. That's the tiniest bit off. Looks like I'm going to have to start with 1 inch. Let's see. You can always cut extra off. You can't put it back on. That's 1 inch from the edge. With that big branch being up there, I don't mind this being here because I don't think it's going to be super visible. And if I don't like it, I'm going to be taking off the bottoms of his feet, but I don't think we're going to not know that it's a crow. That's what we end up with. If I don't like it, I'm just going to go get a different one. This was just the last piece of the set. So I'm like, I want to be able to use this when I'm not wasted. Like I said, it's okay if these aren't perfect, because I kind of am going to be faffling that too. Okay, see, that's not bad. That's not bad. We know that this is the edge, but when you take your 1/4 inch here and your 1/4 inch there, you're going to be left with a tiny triangle that's going to look like one of these branches. So yeah, the white corner is now off. I think that's going to be okay. I think that's going to be okay. Okay. Like I said, this is why I decided to do a different shape on this particular one, because I want the of course now that has to go there. I wanted him to be centered, at least ish. I want him to be centered, and this is going to be okay. My seams are usually about 3/8 of an inch. Let's see. So we go about 3/8 of an inch that way, and about 3. Yeah, we're going to take off almost all of it. I'm going to take off almost all of it, and I'm going to start with if I start with black right there, then if any of it does show, your eye won't even focus on it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm doing it because I can, not because I'm not coping. Okay, I've got to go put that piece of cardboard away because that's actually a template from something else, and I don't want to screw that up. Oh, I just screwed that. There. Okay, that's done. Now, I'm doing the same thing I did before. I'm going to throw my fabric all over the floor first. I got to get in here and clean all this shit up too. Where's my ruler is right there. Okay. That goes there. over there in the corner. You go way back there, way up there. Look at this. Look at my shit everywhere today. Anyway. Yeah. So why did you get ice cream? What wonderful, wonderful, amazing thing did you do? Of course, now you know I'm going to turn off the camera and go eat ice cream. I don't have a sweet tooth. What are you talking about? Okay, that goes there. That goes there. This goes in the corner. I am too lazy to get up. I do not want to get up and go over there to the other machine. I've got a big mess behind me right now. We're still trying to figure out what to do with it. I put the ironing board here because it's convenient when I'm filming, which is fine. But right now the ironing board is here because it's the usual spot. I don't know if I can show you this or not. I don't know if yeah. The usual spot now has a chair and a giant bag of batting sitting in it. So it's like, what am I going to do? Oh, that actually looks pretty good. I got to stop worrying about come on, you can do it. Okay. Now, yeah, that's like 22 inches wide. Okay, I got to get off my lazy ass. It's just a summer social thing they offer at my college. Employees can get a treat and chit chat for a few minutes. Oh, that's always good. I think the funny thing is that you can only pay your employees so much, right? Well, you can pay. Okay. As an employer, you're only going to pay your employees so much. Everybody's got their upper limit. But doing things to build teamwork and that sort of stuff, that can be just as important as a paycheck. I said that right. You know what I mean. Okay, I'm going to go over there and cut some stuff. Burb. I'm going to be getting into my cramped little corner. Okay, no, not that way. Okay, I got it. Yay. Okay. I will return. Okay, got it. I am back. Okay. This stuff is not difficult to work with, but it's incredibly light. So it can be really easy to just tear it, rip it, do whatever. Like I've got this piece up here. I already know I'm going to be taking this piece off, right? This is a little bit of overhang, and it takes like no effort to tear it up. So when you're moving it around, you want to be really careful with it. So you end up taking more time than you think. Oh, I got to pull that out. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just picking the garbage. Because this stuff tears so easy. Ooh. Yeah, my previous job, I loved my coworkers and my supervisor. I had lots of friends at my job, but now my personality mixes like oil and water. I'm too bubbly and friendly. Well, fuck them. Just fuck them. Sorry. I'm not I married a bubbly person, so yeah. I like bubbly types because it cheers you up when you're having a bitchy day. But yeah, fuck them. Be yourself. If they can't handle it, that's fine. They can go fucking eat their ice cream alone. Okay, so this is the exact same thing that I did before. And I'm going to pin it like I did before. I'm just going to get out near the edges a little bit. I'm not going to agonize about making it perfect. Because this stuff shifts so easily, I just want the edges out of the way. Yeah, it was yesterday. I had. You ever have that really derpy day where all you want to do is just sit and stare at the wall? And that's the kind of day I had yesterday. It's okay. Okay, if you have a day job to get to, then you don't get to get away with that shit. It's like, oh, I just want to stare at the wall today, and it's like, yeah, I got to go to work. Fuck that shit, right? Then, but me with my with the post office being the post office and not really being able to do much. And the minute everything becomes optional, it's like, so basically I look up at like 5 p.m. and it's like, oh, I've been watching YouTube videos all day. So it's like, I need to get off my fucking ass and get some stuff done before I turn that into my whole week. The nice thing about this stuff is if for some reason it does do that, once it's sewed down, yeah, I had a completely useless. I'm allowed to have them, and I have a lot of them. I've been having a lot of them lately. It makes sense. There's no big drama happening at Pepez Land. It's just that when you're not working, because it's like when you decide to take a day off, that's one thing. But when you're sitting there waiting out a fucking postal strike after the months and months of waiting out everything else that we've been dealing with, it's like, I didn't do nothing. So it's like, I'm going to get some sewing done today. Of course, I'm getting some sewing done during a fucking heat wave. So there's a special kind of smart right there. But we won't talk about that. I ran the air conditioner. The air conditioner, the bedroom air conditioner is on. Okay. Now, I grabbed a fabric. The fabric for the back, I grabbed one that I knew I've got lots of. So I'm fine that way. I'm going to keep doing that thing that I did where I did the thing, trimmed it all up square, and then added the extra piece on the back. I really liked how that went. So I'm going to keep doing it. Put that there. Fluff. Now I got to do a bit of mental math here though, because I'm going to cut some of this black still. I'm going to put a piece of black here. I've got 3 colors of blue, and I've got some black. The camera's not going to pick it up properly. Yeah, no, the camera is picking it up. It's darker than what you're seeing. Oh yeah, air conditioning. Oh, so this is not this dark. This is actually quite a bit darker than that, but that's a blue. That's a blue. That's an obvious blue. That's a blue. The lighting when they're down here is about as close to what they actually are. And then this blue. So that is I'm just gonna do what I did on the other one. I don't know if you were hanging out. I don't know if you were hanging out the other day when I was doing the other one. That was the that was the 6-sided. So I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the same idea, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently. The last one, the 6-sided one, I went all the way around with one color. Then I changed color. Then I changed color. This one, I'm going to change color every turn. So I'm going to do one in this color, then the next color, then the next color, which is why I'm going on and on about how I'm going to start. I'm going to start with, I've got black. I'm not going to do tons and tons of it. I may only put 2 or 3 pieces in the whole thing, but I'm going to put some black in, which is why I'm going to start with one here. I'll start with the black going through here because that's really going to, if any of this little corner shows through, that will really cover it up. So that is what I'm doing. Okay. So I just got to cut that. I already ironed it. I'm just laying it out fantastically. Oh, and I need to, yes, I do. I need to switch my thread color because this is pink. I've got pink in this. Yeah, we found a sale and we found two air conditioners. Okay, we use the portable air conditioners because we're in a condo. Found a sale. Our old one died last year. It limped along. Oh my God, it barely worked, right? So we limped through last year with that one. What we used to do was have it running. We would have it running in the bedroom. I was sewing the previous one because it had a background that did really well with pink. But yeah, I thought I was going to get blisters from all that pink. It was like just creeping me out like nobody's business. This is blue. Mostly blues going on here. Okay. The seams aren't going to show from the front. That's probably the best shade of blue I'm going to get. This is a blue. Oh no, this will be fine. This is so dark. Yeah, that one's going to be fine. There. Basically, when you're doing that, when you're sewing the top as you go, so that it's not going to require a ton of quilting and stuff. Mind you can come back and quilt all this stuff later, but it's not going to require a ton of quilting if you don't want to, which I'm not going to. None of the seams are going to be visible from the front, but all of it's going to be visible from the back. So you want to make sure the back is what you're matching. Okay. I'm going to do 16 things at once because that's just how I roll. Yeah, so anyway, back to first world problems. So our old air conditioner, basically, it was already like 10 years old. It was already like 2 years older than its average lifespan. It was just chugging along. We would have the air conditioner in the back and then have a fan blowing air up to the front. Worked really well for quite a while. And then the air conditioner started to go. So that's fine. So this year we found an air conditioner. We found a sale. Oh, come on. I hate when that happens. Okay, the needle threader is an awesome little invention. Come on. Needle threaders are an awesome little invention, but they never last. Sometimes, come on, where's my super pinkies? It's my regular ones. Oh, they're over there somewhere. Come on. Yeah, I guess this is the pair I have to try and figure out. Okay. Right now, if you get lucky, you can get down here. You can get your thing in there. But you got to kind of like be lucky. Well, I think it just went through. You got to get down there and just kind of ever so carefully tease it. Okay, it hooked, but it didn't go through. I'll tell you right now, if you have a sewing machine with a needle threader, always ask them to look at it. Whenever you're taking it in for any sort of a service or cleaning, just ask them to take a quick look at it. Make sure they're usually pretty happy to do it. Okay, if that went, There it is. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's find out. I'm going to give it one more try, and if not, I'll just do it manually. Oh, got it. Ooh. You just use a pair of tweezers and get in there and you squeeze, you get your tweezer on whichever side of the, if you think it's coming off onto the left, then you get it off. I mean, if you think that it's going to the right, then you get it on the right and just squeeze your tweezers, and hopefully you'll shift it back like that, quarter of an inch, quarter of a millimeter. Oh, okay. What am I doing? Okay, that's going to go here. Anyway, we're going to flip that. We're going to flip that because I'm starting with this piece of black once I get it cut. I have got to go blow my nose right quick because it's sitting on here all this heat. The iron's finally cooling off though. There we go. Whatever. That's fine. I'm back. Anyway, so we found a sale on 2 air conditioners that we're going to cost. We found a sale where we could get 2 air conditioners for about the same that it was going to cost us to get one. So we decided to do that so that we can have one in the living room, one in the bedroom, and not have to work out this complicated fan system to get the air to blow from the front of the house to the back of the house and all that horse shit, which was nice, except air conditioners draw so much electricity that I cannot iron. I can run the air conditioner, but I can't run the iron at the same time that I'm running the air conditioner. And if I forget, I'm just going to do 2.5 inches. That'll be fine. I'm going to do these kind of big because I want them to be, I want to do it fairly quickly today. I don't want to have to fuck around too much. I'll do one for a start. I'll just cut those as I need them. We have been playing. Oh, we went ahead. When you get a new quest, they're doing a thing. Okay, make sure that's nice and flat. When you get a new quest, they're doing a thing. Wait a second. Oh no, I can't do that on this. Okay. Cross your fingers and hope that I cover that whole piece, because if I do, still no regrets. But if I cover it, then I don't have to. It's that catch-22. When you've made a mistake, it's the only thing you fucking see, right? Anyway, we've been playing a bunch of games. There is a. I'm still trying to figure out the. I'm still trying to figure out Supernatural. But my shoulder's also acting up, so I'm doing a lot. All the games I'm doing have motion, but I'm trying not to go too crazy. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Completely covered it. You're not going to be. Okay, there's a tiny bit showing right there, and that's going to get covered up when the next piece goes on. So that's going to be awesome. Okay, there's the one I want. Anyway, we figured what we did. We figured what we did was getting the quest. That's just my iron shutting itself off. It's got a nice little warning. It's like, hey. We figured the most likely situation is that I was going a little too crazy on the Beat Saber and all the other high intensity games, but we've been playing a lot of games and it's been a lot of fun. Where's those pieces? There we go. No, I don't. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go black 1, go dark, medium, light, dark, medium, light. Okay. But we played, what did we play that we really liked? I got this one, I think it's called Dio. I forget what it is, but you're basically like, you're creating a society. You're basically God, and you're creating land and things. It's just a really, okay. It's just like, one of those crazy little games. There's another resource collecting game that lets you play together that Lisa and I just started playing. We're not sure what we think of it yet. Did I just put the wrong one in? I just put the wrong one in. That's okay. Doesn't hurt anything. Doesn't hurt nothing because it doesn't have to be in any particular order. Okay. Oh, I forgot to backstitch, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to be going right over here and covering up anyway. Yeah, when you get a new quest, when you get a new one, the quest 3, the quest 3 comes with a free Batman game, which we didn't like. And it comes with 3 free months of Meta Plus. Meta Plus is already a thing. It just comes with a 3 free month trial on it. That's the one I want. Let's take this big, thick, chunky boy. Yeah, it comes with 3 free months of the basically Meta Plus. You get it. You can play any of the game. Okay. I gotta say it. You probably already know what it is. Meta Plus is like a subscription service. And when you're subscribed to it, any games that are on the subscription list, you can play for free. But it turns out that once you get them, you get to keep them. So we got a bunch of those games and we're trying them out. Beat Saber is actually one of them right now. Which doesn't matter because I've already got it. But yeah, so you get to check out all these games. And do that. So basically we got a bunch of those games. And we're trying them out. I'm still at I want to try everything. I'm still at the show me everything. I want to try everything stage. So that's been a lot of fun. We're really, really, really looking at games. Yeah, well, that's what it says. So at the end of the month, when the game is no longer at the end of the month, they put up new games every month, and at the end of the month, if you haven't downloaded the game, then it's gone until the next time they do whatever. But now I'm doing the same thing I did before, with some wider and some narrower. I'm just not agonizing about which ones go in first or second or third. So that's what it said. That's what it said. But the funny thing is that except for games like Beat Saber and stuff like that, I can't really think of any of these games that I'm going to get super invested in. Well, okay, even Beat Saber, I don't think I'm going to get super invested in Beat Saber. It's fun, but if you want to do more stuff, you have to start downloading all these. If you want to have better songs, you got to start downloading all these packs and stuff. By the way, do you play Beat Sabers at all, Jenny? Because there is apparently, I haven't looked at it yet, but if you go to Beat Sabers, BEATSABERZ, and look that up, there's a free music library to get a lot of the songs. I'm not sure how it works because I haven't looked into it yet, but I found that out. Okay. That one's done. Okay, which one's next? Okay, so I've got one of each. Now, if I go, don't want that one. I gotta sort these out because the medium and the dark are really distinct. There we go. There's the medium. Let me get that top off there, though. Yeah. Well, that's where I already don't like about it. It's like, okay, it's been fun, but I don't want to have to pay $12 to $15 for a music pack. It's like, and I'm paying for the privilege of somebody, I don't know. It's like, if you want free advertising for your music, then give me the music pack for free. Don't make me pay for that shit. I get it. I get that's not how it works. Artists want to be paid for their work. But at the same time, if you're a multi-million, if you're already a multi-millionaire, if you're already a multi-bazillionaire and your stuff's already over the radio and all that shit anyway, then find a way to make it more affordable, cheaper, or whatever. But yeah, there's a site you can go to where you can get the music for free, and apparently you're not doing anything special or illegal. So I have no idea how that works. Oh, nice. I didn't notice that on Supernatural. I honestly didn't give it. I haven't given it much playtime yet, though. Totally gonna own that right away. I do like that Beat Saber has a. I've got more of all of these colors, so if I can be a little sloppy about how I'm cutting it, because if I need more, I can just go cut more. Over there. Okay, so that was that one. Dark. Oh no, I can go this one again. Let's go to this one. Yeah, so there's a little teeny tiny tick in the corner there. It's barely on the camera for you. There we go. There's a little teeny tiny tick in the corner where that black is, but with all the branches around, the eye is not going to be able to focus on that. So it's not going to have an effect. I might even, I know what I might do. I'm not sure how I'm going to finish this up. Anyway. No, yesterday was a dirt day. Today is actually Lisa and Dawn have their game tonight. So what was the other one? Medieval? What's it called? Medieval something. And a big part of the game is just learning how to play it. It's like Minecraft. It's like you're basically building a settlement. But that one's going to be fun. That's why, yeah. I don't know. Beat Saber's nice, but I do like that Beat Saber has like a social piece to it, like a chat room type thing. Okay, that one's done. Well, that's going to be my short one again. I got to do that properly on the next round. Okay, that's the really. Oh, I've got all three colors here. That's what I was supposed to be avoiding. So let me just get a black. That's not going to fit. That's why I was going to be careful with how I did that, so that I didn't have the same color. I don't think it matters, but still. Since I can. Better not let it happen again, because these pieces are only so long. And I don't have. Okay, I think this is the last of the solid black that I've got. I never did have. I very rarely use this black. I very rarely use solid black, so I only buy small amounts as needed. My favorite fabric store is like 10 minutes away. Not only are they 10 minutes away, but I can buy anything I need online and just go pick it up. So yeah, I'm already closing in on the edge on this side. Oh, that works out really well, actually. Come on. There we go. Every now and again, no, go back over there. I want you over there right now. Every now and again, it's electronic. Every now and again, something goes glitch. What? When it happens, you just run it through. Just grab the end. Do it from down there. Take your time. Let's push it up first. Yeah, that's going to let the, getting a little bit of that black in there is going to let the, it's going to let this show so that you can tell that it's a, we're going to have the same oh, no, we're not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I don't care which way it comes from. It's not going to matter. Anyway. Oh, hey, Marion, how are you doing? What's new and exciting for you? I am just putting together a block for my blanket, for my new quilt. I'm putting together a quilt block, and then I am just chatting. Bitching about the heat. I don't think it's necessarily that hot here, but when the temperature changes suddenly, it just... So I figured, well, if I'm going to have the air conditioner on, the best thing to do is to sew so that I have to turn the air conditioner. I can't have the air conditioning and the iron on at the same time. Is this too much for the fuse box? So that's a thing, but I still have the other one in the back, and it's just blowing fresh air to the front, so we're good, but okay. I've got those two. I don't know what I'm going to put in next. I don't think I care. Okay, got that one. Okay, these are both the dark ones. I've got 3 colors of blue. Why am I suddenly not finding? Okay, I got the dark. I've got 3 colors of blue that I'm putting in here. So I've got the 2 dark. I've got the really dark one can go in here. I'm just going to do the narrow one. I'm just going to put in the narrow one, and then we're going to be good to go. Jenny was just telling us that they had an ice cream social at work. Which is like, it's kind of funny. I've got ice cream. I'm at work. I can stop, take a 6-hour break, and eat all the ice cream I want, and I'm still jealous that Jenny got ice cream at work. You know how that goes. I think we all know how that goes. But it's been a nice, quiet, mellow day. Nice, quiet, mellow week. I mean, Lisa's got a lot of stuff going on. But we're at the hurry up and wait stage. Ooh, yeah. Summer colds are the fucking worst. Honestly, if I could just go back in the back. I've got an air conditioner. We got to say it. We picked up a really great sale for the same budget that we had to replace our air conditioner, and for the same budget that we had, we got 2. There was a sale, so we got 2 for the price of 1. So let's go. Oh, we got 2 for the price of 1. So the one back there is going, and I've just got a fan blowing air from the back to the front. But the living room and the bedroom, the living room, the front bedroom, and half of the kitchen are all running off the same fucking fuse. So if I'm running the iron and the air conditioner at the same time, they are not my friends. Okay, now see, here's the thing. I got to do, well, I guess I get to use another one of the black because I don't want, I haven't got the camera. Life is good. Everything's fine. I just tried to move my mouse and my mouse has got a back button. I hit the back button. So I just have to come back in. Oh, that's already set properly. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put that over there. I'm going to move that over here. I'm trying to make sure that I don't have the same color touching twice, but when I started this, I meant to go in a sequence. Oh no, you know what? The sequence would have done the exact same thing. I would have had the exact same problem because as I get to here, I would have had one color here, one color. So the same problem is existing. So it's a good thing. I've got a piece of black over here. So as I'm hitting these, I'm just cutting a piece of black. And I don't know if it's going to be enough. Oh yeah, it's going to be enough still. So that tells me that I'm probably going to go around one more time. Yeah. Oh wait, is there an echo? I can only have one of these on at a time, or I get an echo and it can get. My God, I am just going to smash that. Okay. So this one should look really nice when it's done. This one should look really nice, but because I don't want the same color, I want the colors to be separated, which should mean that I will have to. Those are both black. I think I got around this. I think I may. Okay. Ooh, nice. Nice, congrats. Yeah, Lisa just set off her files, so she's expecting a deck in what, 2 to 3 weeks? No. Once they start printing it, 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know what she's expecting. She's hoping to launch her Kickstarter by her birthday, which is the middle of July. So that's where we're at. But so your decks, so your cards are good? Just tell me the cards look awesome. That's all I care about. Okay. Now we've got both black, dark, light. That's the medium. Okay. Can't put that one there. It's the same color. I really should have organized this shit better. Dark, light. Medium. I'm doing the mental count. Oh, I you know what? So did Lisa. Lisa got her first deck and she's like, oh my God, it's finally real. So yeah. Okay, now what am I doing? I'm doing that one. If I do that one, then that one, then that one. Perfectamundo. Okay. I love this high loft batting, but it can get hung up. It can get hung up in the feet so bad. I know there's ways around it. I'm just lazy. So I'm just going to do this. It'll be fine. So you got your copies. When do they start shipping? Okay, that one goes up. There we go. I've been tossing them around so much they're starting to get a bit of fraying, so then they pop up in the center. It's not a big deal. It's just a matter of being patient and cutting them all out Yeah, I would. Yeah, it's kind of. When Sassy Dragon showed up, I didn't cry, but I was just like, wow. I just couldn't stop looking at it. I was just like it was like my brain turned off. I don't know how else to describe it. Okay. If I go darkest, that's up there. Darkest. I've got two different widths, and I'm trying really hard to not pay attention to which one I use. I want it to look selectively random. I don't know how to describe. I don't know how else to describe it. I want to make sure certain things aren't touching, but beyond that, I want it to look and feel as random as possible. I think I still did the narrow piece at the bottom. Yes, I did. That's okay. I'll stick with it now that I've started it. Gotta get doing the shipping myself, so it should be. Oh, that's too bad. That sucks. When that was our biggest stress. That was the biggest stress for getting the decks out. But I will say that once they're out, there are ways to. Once they're gone, you're going to feel so good about it. Okay, that one goes there. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to. I don't have to. Oh, I am so going to. Okay, as things start to reach the edge, I'm just throwing a pin in. So it's never made a tarot deck, but years ago I helped to design some BDSM related kink fetish gear. I still see people wearing my stuff from time to time, and I get an absolutely. We just we gave John a few of his friends for some decks, right? Like John's like, hey, can my friend so and so have a deck? So we're like, absolutely. We just think it's awesome that he's into it, right? And got an absolute kick because one of his friends did a reading. And it's like, oh, my friend did a reading, and this is the card she got, and this is what they meant. And it's like, oh my God, this is awesome. It's awesome that you're into this. Okay, so that is the darkest, medium, darkest. I need a light one. I haven't done any of the really light stuff. I'm gonna do a narrow one here. I know what I'm gonna do. Which narrow do I have left? Of course, I've only got. Well, that's okay. That's okay. I'm just talking to myself at this point. Chat among yourselves. You guys know the drill. Oh, Peggy's distracted. It's fine. Okay, that goes there. No, it's not going to be big enough for anything, no matter how I lay that out. Okay. I'm probably going to have to go cut a little more, but I don't know if I'm going to cut the really dark stuff. Okay. Yeah, now that I'm getting to the edge, every time I come off the edge, it's going over into that fuzzy stuff. Nothing wrong with the fuzzy stuff. It's just annoying. You got to be really careful how you move around it. Oh, am I got enough for one more? No, I don't. Of course I don't. Okay. I've got a big piece though. Okay, is that the right? That's a different shade. We're gonna do that. Oh, and it's just about the right size. Okay. I love my Sassy Dragon's deck so much. I got my mom the vanilla version, and she uses it with her friends at their weekly tea and cake. Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool. I love that. I love that. There was a somebody messaged us and said they went to a something that was a practice tarot thing, whatever, and somebody had showed up with my deck to use while they were learning tarot. We're still. Yeah. Get something seeing something that came from your brain into the real world. And like, let's face it, like when it comes to the Saucy Dragon, that's something else that's a little bit, I don't want to say different. It's not better or it's not worse, but let's face it, if it wasn't for Lisa, there would be no deck. There would be no deck if it weren't for her. She did. I provided some mouthy commentary, and she turned it into something amazing. So there's that. Okay. Okay, so far so good. That's going to be the bottom one. There's actually a way to do these so that they're not all narrow and stuff, but I'm too lazy to do it right. I don't know. I can be lazy when it's just going to be a junk drawer blanket. Okay, what do you call it? Oh, you're just a piece of. Sometimes when your thread is the same color. Okay, you want your thread to match, so the thread's going to be the same color. Every now and again, you get a big piece of stringer coming off, and for a minute there, it looked like thread. That's funny. I am just absolutely tickled that they enjoy it. Okay, that one there. Now I can go. I might as well just keep this. It's coming on the bottom. It's lining up on the bottom. Can I get that one to fit? This one barely fits. Barely. Let's start from that end and see what happens. I might open that up. That's gonna fit. It's good. This is, yeah, I'm putting this one in. I'm talking to myself, and I'm gonna put this one in because it barely fits. But I think so far I've managed to not have two of the same colors meet. Like, it's okay that they're close to each other, and that's dark blue, and that's black, but no two have met yet. And I've got to combine, I've got to turn it into a square. So I'm not sure. I think this one might not be as big as the usual ones. I've got another one that I need to work on today too. It's a crow on it's a witch's broom. I've got a witch's broom that's going next. That's kind of why I'm just I wanted this to be a get her done. Don't think too hard about it. Don't dick around. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's going to be. Let's see what we got so far. There we go. So I'm going to be finishing this by squaring it off. There's ways where you can just measure everything and put the right sizes in and stuff like that. But okay, this isn't scrap, but all of this is so far scrap, scrappy, scrap adjacent. You know the deal. So I can be a little bit more careless about whether or not I end up wasting. So I'm kind of capitalizing on that too. Got to be really careful when you're working this. I always say I get very repetitive. This batting can just get tangled up on the little jaws that are in there and make a big fucking mess. Okay, so I've got I've got all three colors again, and the black isn't big enough. I do not want the same color twice. That's not. I've got. What are you? I just saw something very, very dark pop out and jump. And it escaped. It's behind my sewing machine down here in the corner. I'll be right back. Nope, it's the wrong color. Okay. Now, this is where it's going to get annoying. Okay, not annoying. This is where you have to make the grown-up decisions. It's okay for that to tear over there in the corner. My shoulder just decided to get a cramp in it, so that's not fun. Okay. So 2 colors there. If I cut it here and here, wait a second, where am I at? If I cut it here and here, I've got to find a piece of black. That is my dilemma. Because if I cut it now, I'm going to have to cut off almost all of it just to get a square again. I have gray. I have like 3 different shades of gray. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, the problem is this is the only piece of black I have left. And it's got to go from here all the way up to here to there, and it's like 1.5 inches, 2 inches short. I'm going to go get a dark gray. That's a dark gray right there, so it should be fine. Let's go see if I know I've got dark gray. Let's see if I've got one that's dark enough. The piece that was buried is not the right, is a variegated black. The background, these are only 12 by 12 inch blocks. So there's not a big enough piece in the background, and everything else so far has been a blender. So if I don't use a blender, it'll be out of place. This actually is not bad. I don't have to make it huge. I can even just do like if I put 1 strip here and then maybe 1 strip up there, it'll look intentional. Okay, you know what? If I don't like it, I can trim it like, if I don't like it, I can trim it like this and just do a rectangle. And I don't think it'll hurt anything. It's going on my Fafo quilt, so I don't think it'll hurt anything. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to use, I thought I had a darker gray, but I don't see it. I don't see the darker gray. Yeah, I just tried to reach under for that piece of fabric and got a cramp in my shoulder. It's like, it's pissing me off so much because there's nothing serious. There's nothing serious going on. It's just, it's that whole thing when life decides to be inconvenient, right? Anyway, this is the thing. I can put, yeah, it needs to be separate. Mind you, I'm not sure. I'm almost down to the bottom here, so then I'm just filling in the sides. Yeah, I'm going to go cut this one. I'm going to do the gray. I wish I knew I had like 3 different shades of gray, and I know I had one that was darker than this. I'm going to do it. Okay, I gotta iron it though. What do you mean you're not sweaty enough? Jeez. I got to give it a quick iron. It's a mess. Okay. That piece is that corner. Here's where we're at right now. So basically, yeah, it will bring out the silver moon, but I think I need to intentionally use at least 2 pieces of it. I think that is something that I do have to do. So I'll use one here, and then maybe I will. Wait a second. Where's my? Just a second. Let's just get this big guy out here. Okay. So that's about the center. So if I put one there, I'd ideally like it to go 20 by 20, which I can get it to do. So if I go one there, and then maybe after this one here, if there's space left, put one there. Then it's intentional. As long as it's intentional, I'm good. And I can probably get another piece of black. Okay. Are you warming up? Oh, you haven't warmed up at all. My iron's got a safety thing. You can't just turn it on and walk away. You also have to like move it for some reason. I think they're assuming that you're getting it off of a shelf or out of a storage of some kind. Okay. This is only going to take about 20 seconds, if that. Make sure everything's smoothed down. Get it back up in the machine and snapped into place. Okay. So it's working. It's working. It's doing what I wanted to do. That's all I care about. Oh. Kind of great. Oh. Just give me a second. It's something I want to fuck around with. This is supposed to be a FAFO quilt. Let me go get the other gray. That's the other gray. I think this one. Yeah. Oh, let me just iron this one. Let me iron this thing now that the iron's hot, so I can turn it back off again as quickly as possible. Laziest ironing ever. Okay. If I were to do a round applique of a moon, I don't know if I could. There's a couple of ways to do it, but here's the thing. All I would do is either do a full moon or do absolutely. Oh yeah. No, this is. I'm not surprised. Jenny's a troublemaker. It's just the way she's built. I don't know. Okay. Now, if I do a crescent moon, I'm not very good at those. I'd want to print one out. I'd want to print one so I get a good angle, and then I would just go around with gray. I would just go around with like gray thread, which I've got I've got 4 different shades of gray, so that's not a problem. If I go around in a complete circle, and maybe take some of these darker spots and go around them, then it's going to look like the different features of the moon. Yeah, I think, you know what I should do? Oh, that's what I should do. I've got a plan. Remember what I said about FAFOing? Okay, so basically, I'm not measuring the sizes of these blocks. I don't know if you're up to speed on. Yeah, all I need is a crescent moon shape. Just so that I don't have to, it doesn't have to be, okay, it's going to be choppy when I'm done. We know that it's going to be choppy because we know that that's how sewing works, right? So I want to start with something good, but it would be a really smart thing to do. Okay. I've got like 5 of these. I've got 4 of these, another one. I've got other stuff. Basically, what's happening here, just to get Marion up to speed, is that I'm going to take this and I'm going to just puzzle piece together other blocks so that I have 4 40 by 40 inch. What's 40 inches? 40 inches is what? Like 120 centimeters or something. 4 40-inch. Okay, wait. 1 foot is 30 inches. So 3 times 4, 120 centimeters. Hey there, Linda. So I'm going to do 120 by 120 centimeters. I'm going to make 4 of these, right? And then I'm going to take those 4 and connect them together. And then I'm going to have an 80 by 80 inch quilt. But I'm going to puzzle piece it. So if this is 20 inches, I might do an 8 by 10 and then an 8 by 14. To fill it in. I'm over here pointing at stuff that I don't even have the camera on. So I could do this with this on top and I could applicate these 2 together. Oh, okay. You speak inches. Nice. Great. So if I do this, I could do this onto the solid black, save it. I could applicate this onto the solid black, and then I save it. So that once I know what dimensions I need to fill in a spot, then I just trim it to shape and fill in a spot. So I'm not going to add it to this because the moon's already there, but it's going to be its own block. It's going to be its own block because it should be really easy to do. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so now where was I? I took everything off. Now I got to put everything all back on. So I'm going to go down here to here. I'm going to go down here to here. And I don't know if I've mentioned it yet or not, but I'm not agonizing. I am not agonizing about the little extra pieces of fabric and stuff because this is supposed to be a FAFO quilt, and when it's done, you'll know exactly what I mean. Because I'm starting with mismatched. This is going to be the centerpiece. And oh shit. No, it's okay. No, it's not okay. I will figure that out later. I have a small pleat in there. I don't think I care though. It's just the back. The unfortunate problem is that to get to the pleat, yeah, pretty much. Oh, I am absolutely, if I don't like an idea, I can just decline, right? It's like, oh, I don't think that's going to work. That's outside my skill set. I don't have time. Like, there's a whole bunch of reasons why I might say no, and it's not ever with any, don't fucking tell me what to do. I don't believe in that shit. But yeah, no, Jenny and I were talking about appliques to begin with, so this would be a great starter one to try. I think I'm going to. I've got some. I just noticed that I've got some pleats in the back that I can't. I can leave them. I just got to flip it and make sure I don't have too many. I've got 2 pleats. One there. That's not. Oh, I've got 1, 2, 3 little pleats. So there was a little fold here. What I'm going to do. I'm going to deal with it right now. Okay, let's do one at a time. Now, I'm just going to get in here. I'm going to go. There it is. I'm going to go exactly. This is where I have to actually have some skill, and we'll see how it goes. There we go. I have a feeling. Yeah, it's just, I don't know if you guys can see them or not. They're not very big. They're right there. They're not very big, but I think I'm making this blanket for me. Hi, Helen. Oh, yeah, she made a couple of really good videos. Okay, let's get that shirt. Let's get that closed. I would rather have, okay, like if basically if I come to the front, I can line up exactly with the ditch, right? But I might end up just sewing the same pleat back in again because now that the pleat's there, I've got to snip the stitch, and then I've got to kind of tug everything into position because you can't just leave it, or you're going to end up, or your front is going to let go, right? So I would rather have we'll find out what I've got in a minute. I'm just being really careful to stay as close to the, I'm staying as close to the original as possible. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit funky. That's going to be a little funky, but once it's washed, it'll disappear. So that's fine. Can I get that out? And then this one goes that way. Oh, no, that one goes the same way. Yeah, just an extra little bit of fabric extra little bits of fabric doing this are not the end of your world, but every now and again they fold up into a noticeable pleat instead of just a little puffy piece that you want to hold down. Yeah, see, now I'm going to get under here. I tell you, don't stretch your material, but I'm going over a seam that's already there. Back up a little bit. Okay, here we go. There you go. Go back. Okay. There we go. Got it. I just noticed it because of my lovely scent to touch in. I've got, wow, what happened? I got two more. Remember what I said about going through and just getting her done? Yeah, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. This pleat must have been there the whole time because it's lining up. I usually stop and check long before this. But then again, it's a FAFRO project, and when it's a FAFRO project, it's really easy to be really lazy about the whole fucking thing. So that's entirely on me. If it's a tiny, tiny, tiny pleat, it'll usually just bury itself because I'm going to be putting a little teeny tiny one back in because I can't avoid it now without redoing the whole thing. But once this has been washed the first time, a single tiny one stitch thing will usually bury itself. It'll just, because this is going to pull together and tighten up anyway, so that'll be fine, and that was fine. Where are we at? Okay. Well, I'm not that bright. Check out what I just did. I'm having a distracto day to the fucking extreme. Now, anybody in here who's done this before, don't admit it. We are not going to play that game. This is everybody. I'm usually the first one to laugh when somebody else talks about it. So this one's entirely on me. Good news is I'm using scrap. I'm using mostly scrap, and I've got another one of these even. I can start over if I decide that I'm really pissed off. God. Who was it I was teasing the other day? Probably Lisa. It's usually Lisa. I did this, and I'm like, ha. This is just karma after me. Karma came and got me because I laughed. There we go. This is the joy of doing a FAFRO project. Yeah, see, there's a little bit. It's not in the ditch anymore, but I'm not going to see that once it's washed. Okay. I will somehow blame Jenny for distracting me. That's usually what I try and do. When in doubt, find a way to blame Jenny. Okay, fold that to the outside. And now I've got to go back and stitch it though because I cut those stitches. So it's like shit. Where'd it go? I guess I don't have to cut those stitches because the ones there they are. They're out. There we go. There we go. I will tell you, I love watching other people sew and sewing videos and stuff. I wish they would show more of this kind of stuff. Yeah, I did it. I pushed it out. It's over here. I'm only doing that little tiny section, so we're good there. There. It's still got a little tiny, but it's like I said, once it's washed, you won't see it anymore. There we go. Did it. Look at that. Oh my God. Okay. Now where are we? Now I need the medium blue. Darkest, where's the medium? That's the medium. Is that the medium? That is the medium. Anyway, it's super easy to wind Lisa up. It's like, yeah. Oh, you know what? I've done stupider shit than this on purpose. So it's like, this is nothing. This is nothing. And I really was trying to hurry. Like, I mean, Jenny's been here since I started, and I pretty much said from the start, oh, I'm just getting this done quick. I'm just hurrying. I'm just fat-foing. It's like, yeah, I got exactly what I fucking deserved. I wish though, and I don't know how to make this make sense, but I wish those more polished sewing I wish the more polished channels that actually do this as a job, I wish they would show mistakes and how to fix them, and I wish they would show more of that, because one of the biggest things that everybody has to fucking deal with is when I make a mistake, what do I do? How hard is it to make? And you make a mistake and you go, well, that you never do. Well, those other guys don't make those mistakes. And it's like, sure, they fucking do. And then that gets left behind in editing. That's what the editing process is for. It's like, I don't know. I just maybe like if blooper reels were to become popular or something, just something to, I don't know how to express it, but it's like, I just wish, okay, so this one's done. This one I just have to go to the corner and then it's done. This one is done. This one is, the edge is here. So I can do the darkest one. I can do that one, and then that should finish. That'll finish. I don't have to go all the way to the end because the end's already off. But yeah, I just wish that they would. I mean, there's a few that when they make a mistake, they'll leave it. They'll leave in their little mistakes, but it's super easy to make a mistake doing this, and that's fine. There's ways to fix them. Yeah, I better double check. I better double check now that those pleats showed up. Make sure it's not continuing on through. I just wish there was a, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how to describe it, but I just wish it was easier. Not easier. I don't know what the right word is. I need 2 seconds. Time to blow my nose. Off. It's off. It just doesn't like me. Yeah, I don't know. I get up in my head about it sometimes. It's like because I never feel bad about I never feel bad about making mistakes, but I also like whenever I make a mistake, I overthink it. When I make a mistake in a live, and I don't know how to describe this in any way that's going to make sense to anybody. It's just like me being me. But it's like people are watching me and people are like, hey, Peggy, you did pretty good. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. That's great. I do pretty good. Right. And then I make a mistake. And then people go, well, if you can make it, if making a mistake is that easy, I'll never get good at this. And it's like, oh, fuck, you will. You absolutely will. Okay. So that one, I just got a little corner here to fill in. So I'm going to put a little pin here just to pin it to the back. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it's not like I have a problem about making mistakes. Yeah, sewing can be extremely complex. You sew a 3D object in 2D, but reverse it and inside out. And if that doesn't fuck with your head, well, the thing is that once you get the hang of it, this is super easy. What I'm doing right now is super easy. The mistake I made is that you're supposed to check the back regularly as you progress to make sure that the back, like, look how easy this is. Oh, look, I've tugged it out. You can maybe go like this, pin it as you go. I mean, and I'm doing it facing me, so it's a lot easier to do. I took a shortcut, and I paid for that, right? I don't consider it to be a very big deal. It's not like, I mean, I am very fortunate to have the fabric collection that I do. So I get away with shit, right? But then it makes it look like, oh my God, like, that was looking so easy. Yeah, it was easy. So I got careless. So I fucked it up, right? No big deal. It is not a big deal. It really isn't. It just, like I said, it's not a big deal. I'm not having any thoughts, any feels. I'm not beating myself up or anything like that. But there's also this observational thing that goes, gee, I wish the pros would do more to show themselves making mistakes, just because. Okay, now, I need that other gray piece. Where'd I put it? Where'd the gray piece go? I'm going to throw this back on the machine. Yeah, see, there's a pleat. There's going to be a pleat right there. I just pinned in a pleat. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. It's not even remotely a big deal. It's just, I made a tiny mistake. I don't pin. Yeah, I took the scenic route. I always take the scenic route. Hey, who wants to fuck with Lisa? Today's Tuesday, right? Who wants to fuck with Lisa? Every Tuesday, Lisa usually brings home McDonald's. I'll tell you the mission, and then you guys can tell me if anybody wants to volunteer. Every Tuesday, Lisa has her game with Dawn every Tuesday. So every Tuesday, Lisa brings home McDonald's. So around 4 or so, she will just double check and say, hey, what do you want from McDonald's? And I almost always want the same thing, right? This is a mild fucking with that she will enjoy. Anyway, who wants to message her and say, hey, Peggy was concerned that she wasn't going to get her dinner tonight, so make sure you bring her McDonald's order, and she wants, I always get the same thing, McDouble, medium fries, and a large Diet Coke. So who wants to message her? Some or all, just send her a quick message saying, hey, Peggy, hey, I'm just checking in. Peggy mentioned, I don't know. What do you want to do? How do you want to express it? I don't want to make it, Peggy was worried you might forget, so don't forget to bring her home a McDouble, medium fries, and large Diet Coke. Don't be mean. Well, be as mean as you want to be. I figure she gets 2 or 3 messages just to fuck with her. Okay, I think it's a harmless, friendly prank. So if you agree and want to join the fun, message her, email her, put a message on Facebook. Do whatever, But yeah, I almost always get it. Well, my order is a McDouble, a medium fries, and a large Diet Coke. Oh, McDouble with no pickles. Yeah, I'll be harmless and friendly. I think she would enjoy it. Of course, don't tell her right away that it's just me fucking with her. Because she's probably going to come in and yell at me. That'll be fun. Anyway, now I get up in my head. Not because I don't have any thoughts or feels about what I'm doing. A McDouble, it's a double hamburger. A McDouble with no pickles and a medium French fries and a large Diet Coke. Because at some point, it's 3:30 now. If she hasn't already messaged me about it, at some point, we are so fucking predictable with this Tuesday thing, right? So I think she'll get it. I think she'll laugh. Don't worry though, if she doesn't laugh, I'll take the hit. Okay, so there's 2 grays. Well, that actually looks nice. There's going to be a couple of other colors here, a couple other colors here. Gray and gray, so I can put whatever I want here. We're good. We are good. We are good to go. I can't put that one though. I have to put, that's not the color I want. Did I use it? Oh no. Oh, almost. I may have to go get some more fabric. I may have to cut one more piece of fabric. That's what we should do. Oh my God, we got to think of different ways to fuck with my wife every time I come live here. We got to find something. That's the cult of fucking with my wife. We still have to figure out what the cult's going to be all about. Okay, so double check. Tug that. That's all it takes. Tug that out. Or if there's any lack, pinning is everybody's friend. My problem is that I don't pin, which is why I'm at a much higher risk. Perfect. She might not see it for a while, but I figure when she goes to try and log in, when she goes to try and message me, she'll see it somewhere. She'll see that there's messages. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't get up in my head because I'm self-conscious about the fact that I make mistakes. I get up in my head because nobody likes to show their mistakes. And then it can be very demotivating if the only person you're seeing, especially if you're not watching, well, if nobody is making mistakes, then when you see a mistake, you're going, oh my God. Then when you make a mistake, you're like, oh my God, I'm horrible. And it's like, no. And it's funny, some of them used to be really good about showing their mistakes, and then they get a little bit bigger, they get a little bit more puffed. Perfect. That'll get her. Okay. I like her. Okay. I'm one of those weirdos. I love pranks, but they need to be harmless and they need to be obvious. I know. And it's funny, if something happens, hey, Chickadee, just a wee message to say Peggy would like a McDouble with no pickles, a medium fries, and a large Diet Coke for dinner. Yeah. You ever see those prank shows? Oh my God, I watched one and I was just like horrified. I watched one and the chick basically convinced her boyfriend that she was cheating as a prank. And I was just like watching this going, I sincerely hope this is fake. And it wasn't. She literally thought it would be funny to convince her to, and I think they were even living together. I forget. This is a while ago that I saw this. She thought it would be hilarious to convince him that she was cheating. So after he assaulted the guy and came very close to assaulting her and dumped her, then she's like really upset and couldn't figure out why the prank didn't work. I used to like watching those prank TV shows though, because most of those, yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like everybody is like, well, you always have to do one better. You always have to do one better. It's like, well, no, doing one better is what ends up it's in lawsuits, right? It ends up with people. It ends up with problems. Okay, so that one's done. Okay, this is going to cut. I'm going to be cutting this. Usually I cut straight out. I guess it doesn't matter which way I cut it. Okay. I am just going to continue around this last corner, and then I'm just going to fill in the edges. Okay, now this one. Nope. Yeah, see, this one here, I don't know if this is showing very well. I just used this one over here, but I can use it again over here because it's not going to be touching because the way the corner this is going to get cut off, so they're going to be close but not touching. So I can use that one, but I don't know if I want a different one first. I only cut one piece of. I need to cut more fabric. Okay, these are all dark. Let's get one more light one in here, and then we'll figure it out. Don't say extra pickles. She won't. She knows I won't eat the pickles. Funny thing is, I don't care. If I'll pick off the pickles and I have no problem. I don't care about the pickle flavor, but I cannot stand the actual pickle. And it's just the dills. I mean, everybody's weird like that, though. We all have that. We all have that one little thing that we're weird about. I guess if I'm weird about pickles, I'm weird about a lot of things. But anyway, but yeah, some of those prank shows just. They used to have a few prank shows that they did on TV, and the pranks were really freaking weird. But there was also a few articles that came out that basically pointed out that a lot of the pranks were just reenactments or whatever. They were not real, and everybody who was involved had to give their permission for the prank to be on TV, and they were paid for their trouble. It's like, okay, this is just a prank. This is what we're doing. And if you'd like to sign a waiver, we'll pay you like money. Okay, what do we got going on here? I know I've got a few left. Okay. Let's see. That one will fit. No, I need a smaller one. Oh, I can put that little itty bitty black guy right there in the corner because it's just going on this little, I'm just covering this corner up. It may not even make it into the final quilt because basically what I'm gonna do is once I get this done, I'm gonna center it all and cut. That's just my iron. If you hear a beep, that's just my iron. It has an automatic, whether it's actually turned on or not, it has an automatic shut off. This is almost done. And then I can switch over and do the other one I've got. I've got another one that I prepped too. Yeah, there was a breakfast radio show here that did wind-ups and got stopped because drivers listening to it couldn't drive properly because they would laugh so hard. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I like it when it's obvious and fun and nobody's getting hurt. And like, okay, like if I were to put her number, if I were to say, oh, here's my wife's work number, call her, and then 500 people called her, that wouldn't be funny. This is funny. This is funny. Okay, where are we at? We're up there. Okay, time for why is that in there? That does not go in there. That's why there's a lack of stuff. Oh, that's from something else. Never mind, just a second. Don't worry, this is not a regular garbage pail over here. This is just a This is just a fabric catcher over there. Okay, get that over there, get that over there. I'm going to put that one there. I don't think I'm going to end up using a lot. I don't think I'm going to be cutting into this corner, but if I am, then I'll have a touch of gray up there. There was one show. It used to be really popular, like in the 50s. Kids Say the Darndest Things, and then they brought it back for a few years. Now that show I liked. That was cute. Oh, that might end up touching. No, it shouldn't. And then we're going to put the tiniest bit. Oh, another pure black. We're going to put that one right there. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm almost done. Okay, that one's done. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm checking. I'm actually tugging it out properly. Yeah. No pleats. No more pleats. I stopped doing it. If I'd have been paying attention, I would have noticed it like right away and not had this as a problem. So I'm going to pin the top one, pinning these into position. I'm kind of pinning along where I know the edges are or are going to be, blah, blah. So that I got to add a piece that's going to go down here. Okay, I have one piece there. Nope, that's the wrong. Is that the right? Is that going to fit? No, it's the wrong color. It matches with that one. Is that one going to fit? Yes. Yes, it's going to fit. Let's see what happens when I roll it out to that. No, it's not going to fit. I think I have to cut one more piece of fabric. I'm going to need a couple. I'm going to need a couple. We're going to park that right there. So I need them to be a little bit longer than these are. So I shall return in just a minute after I pull their shit back out and get me a couple more pieces. Well, that makes it easy. There we go. Bruno's back there behind me being cute and adorable. Okay, so that one I have to skip. So let's go around. Oh, these are, let's see. Okay, we're going to come in from that side. And we're going to get pulled all out of place. Let's see what we do there. Oh, wow. Yeah, you get some good sleep. Thanks for stopping in and congratulations about the deck. I can't. Lisa got one. Yeah, I can't. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, I don't know. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see the final copy in person. She better have gotten one. I'll hurt her. Okay. Where am I? No pleats. Check for pleats. La la la. That's too short. That's the wrong color. That's too short. Is that going to work? That one's going to work, so I'll put the dark one in. Sad part is that some of these that I'm putting in, they're probably not even going to make the final cut. They probably aren't. But it's easier and quicker when the extra fabric is available and you have the wherewithal for it. It's actually quicker and easier to do it now than it is to trim it, cut it, sort it, put it back on the machine, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. There we go. That one's done. That one goes there. That one goes there. I got my iron back here. What time is it? Oh, perfect. Do I need to iron these? I don't even need to iron these. Cool. Oh, I have to iron this one. I have to iron the one. And the iron didn't heat up. Okay, that goes there. And I'm just going to add this. Nope, that's not the right one. I'm just going to add this chunk of this guy. It's okay. It's okay if they're near each other. I just didn't want them touching. Kind of like two kids on a car ride. You're touching me. You're touching me. Okay. I don't need to backstitch because I'm going to be cutting this anyway. There we go. Nice and fluffy there. That corner's done. This corner's done. Let me get that corner pinned. La la la. This is almost done. It's almost done. Yeah, no pleats. Okay. That was the narrow piece all the way through this, and I gotta go to here, get that back on there, go there. Come on. Wait, it's that way. Come on, what are you doing here? This has got a really strong pleat in it. So a fold over in it. Come on. Man, this one's tough. This one does not want to play nice at all. Okay. Had to spin around and get some ironing done. Okay, this one's just going to come. Oh, no, wait. There's one right there. Looks like we're going to use that one. I still had to sew that other one because it was near the end of the bolt, so it has a weird fold in it. There we go. Well then. Well, I hope you go back in properly. The needle just came unthreaded. Not a big deal, but I was having trouble with the threader earlier, and I'm still having trouble with it now. And I do not want to spend 20 minutes. I don't mind fighting with it at the beginning, but I don't want to fight with it every few minutes. Come on, you can do it. Get through there. Back in the day, you would just lick the thread, but now it's like licking things, and then it's like it doesn't feel sanitary anymore. Don't know why. Okay, here we go. Get down there. Just there. What are you doing? There you go. Just a long tail there. I had to knock it out of the way. Knock you out of the way too. There we go. Yeah. I'm so close to being done. I'll tell you right now, at the so close to being done stage, that's why I'm kind of kicking myself, because when you're so close to being done, that's when you're more likely to make a silly mistake. So to make it halfway through is like, oh man, I know better. What the hell am I doing? But like if there's a slight pinch, and it's a little teeny tiny piece, and it's only one stitch, it doesn't matter. It's when there's a little fold over that's not going to go away in the wash that you need to be paying attention. That's all. Okay, we'll go that way. I'm still going to bitch about those pleats, though. It's one of those things. Okay. It's one of those things. It's not that big of a deal, but because I also sew and sell, I just don't want, it's like, oh, well, back in the day, you go, blip, you get it in there. Because don't forget, the piece that you lick is going to be on the tail that nobody touches anyway. But thanks to COVID now, it's like, I don't want to do that anymore. That's just gross, man. But, that's good. This is okay. This is the really dark. This is the medium dark. So this is going to go through here. It's that thing, though. Like, I mean, spitting used to, it's like you got something stuck in your on the sidewalk. It wasn't necessarily I have allergies. So every now and again, is the only way I can clear the crud, right? And it used to be not such a big deal. So you're not walking around spitting nonstop. Nobody used to care. And now it's like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? COVID kind of changed the way we deal with everything. But that's okay. Like that's going to be a blessing if I end up not, if for whatever reason I end up not going back to the shop. If I end up shutting down the shop for good or anything like that, then I can go back to licking all my stuff. So that's fine. There we go. I just got to watch out for those. It's kind of funny. The funny thing is, I don't know if it's funny or not. I don't know if it's funny, or funny like, wow, this is sad. But the things that I thought were going to change permanently didn't really change at all. And the things that I thought weren't going to change changed in very profound ways. Yeah, grocery delivery, stuff like that. I'm not surprised that people are less social than they used to be. I can take that one out. Oh, I'm not taking it out. I'm just adjusting it. Yeah, it's just kind of... Okay, that one touches there, but they're going to be cut. That's probably... Oh, no, that's the darkest. So I think I did it. I don't think I have any spot where two are touching. Okay, this goes completely off the edge all the way around. I'm going to go over here, pin that. Oh, grocery delivery is a thing. But I'm really surprised at how quickly everybody got into large scale events. What else? Like traveling. Like I really thought that it was going to take a lot longer for vacation traveling to come back. And yet it's come back with a vengeance. So it's like that. I mean, it's okay for people who like to travel. That's cool. But then again, I knew people during COVID who were still traveling. So it's like, okay, you do you. Okay, what am I doing here? That is okay. This is the darkest. I'm going to put those there. I've got a big pile. That's the net. That's going to be one of my next blocks as well. Is this my next several blocks. Yeah. Oh my God. Everybody wanted an RV. Everybody wanted an RV because then they could still be. What's going on here? Oh, okay. Go there. Let's try this one more time on this. No, my needle threader it caught, but it didn't, it caught to the side. It didn't go, the little hook has to go through the fucking needle. And if it doesn't, I find that if you just trim your thread, whether you feel like you need to or not, and then it'll thread a lot easier for you. There we go. If you just take it and try to thread it, it'll have like one or two little things sticking off of it, and then it'll make it really hard for it to want to thread. This is off the that just pops down sometimes. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't do anything, and if it touches me, it just snaps back up. So there's no problems there, but it does that. Okay, pull that out, pull that out, pull that out. Go. Right now, I can FAFO a little bit once I get this far out, because if I don't like the way things are lined up, I can do this as an 18 by 18 or even a 15 by 15 instead of giving a shit. There we go. Last piece is going on. What happened? Oh, I just stick it over there. That's why. And that is darkest, and that's going. Oh, that's why. Because I'm going to move that on. I'm taking this and going around the corner with it. No, I'm not. That's already off the edge. That's done. I'm done. I'm done. I am done. I'm done. I'm done. I am done. I'm done. I'm done. Funny thing is, I would love. I am one of those redneck types. I would love to live in an RV for like a summer. So there we go. It's done. Come on, go over here where you can go over here where you can be seen. So there it is. So these look very similar on camera, but they are black, dark blue, medium blue, lighter blue. Hey, that worked out in order. Nice. That's okay. Okay, let's get this up here. Let's get that over there. I need to come in here. Yeah, see, now this is going to be fine. There's I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there's a very faint line that goes here. That's the middle. All I'm going to do is line up the middle, and I'm going to cut it. Look at that. Almost, I don't know if you can see that. Almost all of this blue piece here, almost all of it is getting cut off. So is a big chunk of this. That part of that's going to go. Yeah, see, that gray is going to come here and here, but they're not going to be, the camera's not going to show the whole thing. Let me get this sucker trimmed. Let me get this guy trimmed up. Actually, okay. So I kind of, the top center goes through that. And the light is the light is shining. The light is reflecting on the camera, but it's not reflecting where I can see it. The bottom of the ruler here is going along the bottom of this. So, like I said, I find it easier to do this. Oh, did that stick? That stuck. There we go. Rule number one of a rotary cutter is not to, no matter what you're cutting, do not pull it towards yourself. Okay, that's the first piece. Let's get this. See, this is why I don't very often cut from here. Okay. I just gotta line up the same spot. There we go. Center. That goes there. That goes a tiny bit higher. That goes center. Perfect. That goes over there so I don't muck shit up. It's not too bad to cut things on this table, but I got to be a lot careful when the cameras and all the cords are in the way. I can't throw anything away just yet because I got to get all the pins out of that. Okay, that goes down there. That goes put away. That gets picked up. Ooh. Put over there. Okay. That goes there. Just a little piece that was sticking out. Okay. Almost. Let's see what we got. La 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 la. Get up there, you. Now it's upside down. The cool thing about having this 1/2 inch. That's gonna come out. That's gonna come out now. Technically, I should have taken the pins out. Yeah, it was not bad. Not bad. It went together fast. Technically, okay. I've got a little corner here that I'll have to trim up in a second. I wanted this to be exactly 20 by 20. This is a 20.5 ruler, so that you're always making sure to include your seam allowance. But obviously, if you're trimming a finished piece, you're not going to quite get that. You have to do a few little adjustments as you go. So that last corner, I just had to cut into it a second time. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's do that. Let's do that. A couple of pins are still there. I'll be putting the pins back in anyway. It's a little tiny. Well, it was meant to be a little tiny bit off, so that's fine. There. That kind of looks like that kind of has the same effect as the other one had, where it kind of looks like it's down a bit of a tunnel. So that is the finished piece. That is the finished piece, and that basically, I'm going to do the same thing on this one that I did on that test piece. And I'm going to flip it over and I'm probably going to just use the exact same material, the exact same fabric. And I'm going to sew a 2-inch on the back to hold all this together, which I'm going to do right now. Now I'll figure out what I'm going to cut it. I'm going to go get a piece cut, and it's going to be 2.5 inches. I just sew it all the way around, and then I've got what I need. Herb. Oh, it's allergy season for me. Oh, how did that? Why is there a V notch? One more. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna trim. I'm gonna get that piece on the back. I'm gonna get that trim on now, so I don't have to fuck around with it later. And I'm not gonna sew it because I can always sew it later. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened here. This has got a V notch out of it. So we're just gonna make this easy. Straight across. It's on both sides because this is one piece. I have no idea what happened there. So we are going to flip this over. Be very careful. This is going to go, this goes pretty sides together. This goes pretty sides together because when it's done, it's going to get turned around and then brought up to the front. I don't have to do anything special with this. Just be really careful. I'm going to go a little bit less. The one thing I have to remember to do is to go a little less than what I think my final thing is going to be, so that when I pull it over and seal it down, that I won't have two. It's okay to have 2 lines of stitching on the back. You just don't want 2 lines of stitching on the front. Okay, we've got something going on here. There we go. Because it's a FAFO project, we're not too concerned with how it ends up. Oh, that's got to go back in there. Get in there. No wonder you're pulling out. There we go. All the way over with you. There's just a little spot here. Whoops, it's over here. Check the plot. Yeah. Check all the things. So where's my, I'm just going to use scissors. This is almost exactly. Now this is not going to be long enough. This is not going to be long enough because of how wide everything is. Oh, I'm going to need one more of these. It's not going to be right no matter what I do. Okay, so yeah, you just got to make sure you fold everything out, set everything down, get everything over on your machine, fuck around with it, FAFO it to death. There we go, get that. Well, then don't pin the crap out of it, obviously. When you don't pin the crap out of it when you're lazy like me, don't. I should have done 4 of these. These are not going to be quite long enough. Well, they will. Okay, so basically, they're not long enough individually. Yeah, there's that pleated spot. It's not. This one here I left because it looks like it's got a lot of pleat going on, but oh no, that's one of the ones I fixed. Looks like it's got a lot of pleat going on, but it kind of tightens up and crimps up on itself when you after the first wash, so it'll be fine, and then it won't show up after that. So when you get a big, really obvious pleat, like a skirt pleat, when it gets big like that, there's no amount of washing will hide it. Mind you, I don't know. I don't actually get a lot of that. That's why I'm overthinking it now. I used to get a lot of it. I used to be picking out pleats constantly. Backing it up. That one's done. In theory, I could be ironing this as I go, but I'll be ironing it. I will be ironing it again. Okay, so I got 2 of those. Yeah, I'm just going to sew these together. I believe. Let me just see what I do here. Actually, let's just do that. Okay. This is pretty basic and obvious. Just take two of the ones that you've already used and sew them together. There you go. Now I got my next one. Easy enough. Yeah, so you asked me earlier what all games are playing. That's the funny thing. I can't remember half of the games. There is a really weird one. Not weird one. There's a goofy little one on Meta Home or whatever it's called Citadel, and I'm surprisingly excited by it and enjoying it. It's like it's a bit of a shoot 'em up game, but it's low key, low stakes, so you don't have to. It's low key, low stakes, low skill. Okay, you get over there. Wait a second. Didn't I have? Yeah, I got some pins here to get rid of. The thing I like about doing it like this is that it's already this is already 3/4 done for actual quilting, because usually when you quilt you put all of this together, you connect it to all the other things, you do that as one step, then you put your batting in, then you do all this shit, then you do all your binding and your other shit and more shit and all kinds of horse shit. More shit, horse shit, you know. Open that one up. It'll all be properly in place. Well, what the fuck happened there? Are you kidding me? Alrighty then, let's just start this one over and get a fresh bobbin in here. Where did the other bobbin go? This is, I've done a couple of quilts with proper quilting, and I will tell you right now that this is based on stuff I've seen online, and I don't know how I managed it, but I do it just slightly differently. Okay, so basically I ran out of bobbin and didn't notice. My other machine, I don't think my Singer warns me. I used to have a machine that would warn me when the bobbin was getting low, and that was fucking awesome because this didn't happen. Because I do this a lot. But I get on a roll. I don't check the bobbin. So I've been using the same bobbin all afternoon. This is so, I don't know. I find this to be so simple. You can put the largest quilt as long as you are, you got to pay attention to how you're putting your stuff together, right? And as long as you're paying attention to the order in which you do things, like the last time I did one of these, I just started at the left and just kept going. So the narrowest piece was here. I'd attach it, then I'd move on to the next one, then I'd move on to the next one, and it was like really easy. Now this one's going to be a bit of a pain because when I put the two pieces, I'm going to do 40-inch pieces. So then when I'm ready to attach the two 40s, I'm going to have 40 inches rolled up here, but it's not going to be. Yeah, my one machine had that, but it also had an embroidery function, like really cool embroidery shit. So it had to be able to warn you. I'm not sure how it did it, but it had it built in because of the embroidery function. So they just obviously left it active for the regular sewing functions as well, and that was nifty. Mind you, what wasn't nifty about it is that once it notified you that the bobbin was low, it wouldn't let you keep sewing. So it's like, oh, I can get the rest of this row done. It's like the machine's like, nope, no, you can't. Nope, no, you can't. Nope, no, you can't. And you were just done. You had to change your bobbin out. even if it wasn't quite, because it would only warn you when it got to a certain, it would warn you just before it got to that critical thing, right? But every now and again, like when I sew an entire piece like this for 10 fucking minutes, and I'm like, oh, I kind of missed that. Come on, last one. There, so now I've got this one. Yeah, it's funny. I think I would love. I had the thinking about like maybe joining a quilting guild or something, but I don't take it that seriously. Gail went to a quilting guild thing, and she did not have the best of times. And I know that if I don't have a good time, if I don't have a good time, I'm not coming back. But I would love like a Stitch and Bitch kind of group. It's like, Carrie, just come over. Well, I got a couple extra machines. We'll just plug everything in, sit around, faffo some shit, not worry about life. I would love to do. I wish sewing was a more social thing. I think that's my problem, because the one place my favorite quilting store, my favorite store used to teach sewing classes, and like nobody was talking. You'd go in, because the sewing area was the area where they had their classes. The area where they had their classes was actually like up the stairs, and it was open. Which is very normal. There's nothing, you don't require your own separate room, so they would be up there, but nobody'd be talking to each other. If I had like $1 million in pocket change, obviously, because $1 million is not a lot of money anymore. If I had enough pocket change kicking around, I would literally open a fabric-y type store. I don't know what it would be. I don't know exactly what it would be, but there would be a very specific area where you could come in, where the whole intention would be to socialize while sewing. A social sewing corner where the little old ladies come in, they go, it's too noisy in here. And it's not for you, right? Not mean. I wouldn't be mean about it. I'm actually not mean in person. I'm just mouthy. But it'd be like, the whole idea here is to socialize. So if that's a problem for you, then this isn't the group for you. Yeah, there we go. So that's what it's going to look like with the back. That's what it's going to look like once it's brought up to the front. So that's what the edge is going to look like. And obviously I'm going to store it like this for now until I'm ready to start adding other pieces. And now I get to do my stuff. This is what I'm going to be doing. Lisa's home. It's 4:20 now. Up there you go. Up there. This is my next piece. I'm going to be working on this tonight. You ready for this? I think you're the only one. Anybody who's not looking, this is your chance to see the next project. There's the witch's broom. There's the witch's broom right there. So I'm going to cut. I think I'm just going to cut it now and get it done. I don't think I want the crow in there. I think I want just the witch's broom. Yeah, I'm going to take out the crow. Don't worry, I've got more crows. There, so that guy comes out. I'm not ready. Now, see, here's the thing. I can turn this into a little block to fill in some space somewhere, right? So this is the broom. That's going to fill in some space too. Now, when you have these creases because this is how the fabric is stored on bolts, right? It's folded in half and it's stored on a bolt. These creases can actually be really fucking annoying to iron out. So if you already, okay, I'm probably going to cut it right about here. But if you need to cut along this thing and you're like, oh man, that crease is going to be a pain in the ass, just don't be afraid to cut just on one side of it or the other. God, I'm acting like this is a sewing class. So on this one here, I've got another crow surrounded by some books, and I've got more books. So those can be, I can either do something separate with them. Now, this I'm going to take off. I'm just taking off a little at the bottom. There we go. So that's what it's going to look like. That's what it's going to look like. It's going to go on to this. I'm just going to, now this one here, I don't have, this one here is going to be, this one here is, it's not going to be different, but I'm going to cut the batting out. Scissor, I always use the rotary cutter just because it's quicker and easier for me. Once you get the hang of it, it starts to feel quicker and easier. This goes like that. That goes like that. So what I've got going on here, I don't know. Yeah, you can see it. So this is going to sit like this. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut that off. Okay, so this here, this piece here, that piece here, I'm still gonna cut all the way around and then attach from the back, right? Okay, so what's going on here? What's gonna happen, Helen? What's gonna happen, just so you know, is I'm gonna come on here, right? I want the broom. I want the broom in this. I want this. I want some of the branches. I want some of this. So then I'm doing a whatever cut. I'm starting with whatever. And then once it's done, I'm going to trim it nice and square. And I haven't decided yet. I want it to be a smaller than this. So I'm imagining that the straight line is probably, I'm imagining that I'm probably going to put the broom there. So I'm probably going to go here. And then I'm probably going to go like 4 inches above the broom so I can make sure I get the bottle and go here. So I've kind of imagined where I want my lines to be. And then I'm just going a little bit bigger. I know it doesn't help the OCD, but maybe it does. I don't know. Sometimes Lisa can get surprisingly twitchy about stuff. We joke that she has OCD. She doesn't have it, but we know that she can be like, but that doesn't make sense. It's this, it's that. And it's like, it makes sense to me because I know that I'm going to want this to be, I know where I'm going to want my final dimensions to be. Yeah. So so basically what this is going to be, I'm going to get out, where is it? I think I'm going to use this one. It's a nice neutral beige and it shouldn't show up. What I'm going to do, the whole idea behind this block, every block is a little bit different for a variety of reasons, right? So what the idea is with this block is that I want to outline, I want to do every stick. I want to outline the books. So I want to basically, proper quilting is very slow and somewhat methodical. I think you already sew, so I think you know what I'm talking about. When I'm doing free motion quilting, I get in a hurry. So I think this is a nice, small, easy to do project where I can slow down. I will go around all the things, do the thing, slow down, and get in the habit of slowing myself down. So the highlight is going to be this. But it's going to be square. It's going to be squared off. And then I'm going to do what I just did with the other one by attaching. I'm going to cut the whole thing off. Then I'm going to attach this back on as my edging around all 4 sides at the back. So this one's actually going to be, this one's actually super quick and super easy in theory, but it's going to take me a while to get this done because I want to do it properly. I want to go around everything. I want to do little curly cues, whatever. So this is going to be a practice piece. And then I've got, oh, look at that. Look what just happened. Look what happened. Isn't that fucking awesome? I got that. So I can applique that. Lisa's game is tonight. So once she gets home and dinner happens, I got nothing better unless I get into a video game. I've got nothing better to do tonight anyway. This one here, like I said, this is going to be small, easy to do. Okay, it's going to be small and easy to control or whatever. I really want to get the hang of doing. If you've ever seen quilting, if you've ever seen people doing quilting, I'm not gonna put that there because the wrong color threads in there. If you've ever seen people doing quilting online and whatnot, they can be very intricate with what they're doing, and I want to see where my patience meter lands on learning how to be that patient. And like, I mean, they will come through and they will do little circles, like no bigger than the size of your thumbprint. And they'll go little circles and connect them all together. And it's like, I need to see how I feel about that. So either tonight or maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it. What time is it now? I still haven't heard from the wife. I still haven't heard from her. Let's see if she's messaged me to tell me I'm an asshole yet. Nope, she's been busy all day, so she hasn't seen the messages yet. That sucks. That's okay. She'll see them though. I've also got another project that I'm working on. The garbage reclamation project. Basically pillow stuffing. Standard pillows, the stuffing that goes in them is just this stuff. It's just broken up. This is like this, right? So I might do that tonight too. Instead, I haven't decided which one I'm going to start with. That's all sewn down. I just gotta get my safety pins back. But yeah, so if I try to do this one on camera, yeah, that's okay. She'll figure it out. She'll still get a laugh out of it. I know she will. She better. She's gonna come tell me I'm a jerk. Anyway, no, I'm taking all of this, and I'm just gonna sit down. And I'll do it. I'm going to do it with gloves on because then I have a better grip. And I'm just going to break all this shit up. I think I've already talked about that. I'm going to break all this shit up and then I'm going to make a pillow out of it. Because a bag of this shit is like so expensive. It's crazy how expensive pillow fluff is. Okay, I got the pins out of that one. And is there a pin in this one? These are all safety pins, so I can like do that to look for them, but there we go. So anyway, so that one's done. This is my next one. You know what I should do? I have got so much fabric. Before I do this one, I should look and see if I've got anything that's a heart. I mean, that's a moon. Because I bet you I could do like a moon and a couple of stars. I bet you I've got fabric that's got that already on it. And I bet you I've got it already sitting in my, well, for fuck. Nope, that's the wrong one. Pardon the swearing. I bet you that I have got fabric. Yeah, like look at this. Look what I got. Look what I've got here. Like I've got moons and suns and all sorts of shit. I bet you I've got at least a couple of pieces of fabric. I bet you I've got at least a couple that have got a yeah, if I do that. But yeah, this will be my first actually paying attention and trying to do it right piece. I want to say that right. Actually, I'm saying that wrong. I've quilted stuff before. I've quilted this stuff before. But this will be the first time that I've really went, I am going to concentrate and pay attention and do it right. So we'll see how that goes. Or I'm going to give up halfway in and go, yeah, I just did a cross. Because I could also just do lines and not worry about it. I want to see how the back ends up looking. It's more about the back than the front. Maybe I should, no, I don't know. Hey, Trish, how you doing? I just finished. I got two things happening. I just finished making this. So that's going to be a big ass patch to go into and that's going into my next quilt. And it's a FAFO quilt. So I did that. And then this is a little quilting like I mean it patch that I'm going to do. And that's basically my quilt is going to be 4 large center patches, and then everything else is just mix and match like a jigsaw puzzle. Sticking it all together, I'm going to do 4 40 by 40 inch patches, and then I'm going to connect them together. I'm not in a big rush though for it. Like, I mean, that's like, I make one here, one there. I haven't gone crazy yet. So, but this is the next one. If I get back to sewing tonight, that's when it's really cool. Oh, that was you. And then this one here is going to be, let's get back down here. This one here is going to be black. And I don't know if I was just telling Jenny, I can cut a moon out of this, like a half moon or something, and then applicate it down and see how that's going to look. Or I can go in the back. Go through my stash. Yeah, it's going to be a huge quilt. I can go in the back and go through my stash and see if I actually have a moon that I can just cut out an existing piece of moon and just attach it right on. And if I do that, I could actually maybe make an entire scene. Now for this one though, I don't know what I want to put on the back. Maybe just that star fabric. I'll get it, but it doesn't matter because I can still attach this I can still attach like that to the side and have it be bordered. Oh, that actually would be a really nice border. Look at that. If I come back, if I do my thing up, put it all together and then come back with that as the border, that's going to look really nice over whatever I do here as like I could even do like a little scene. I could turn it into a little scene. I could have a nice starry border all the way around. I could have a moon on one side. I could have a couple of stars. I don't know what all and then I have an idea. I have an idea. Why is that flashing red over there? It's flashing red. Oh, that's my iron. It's like something is flashing red behind me and I couldn't quite figure out what's this thing here. There we go. Okay. You know what else you can do with this applique stuff? If I use like a white, if I use a white, I could outline stuff and actually have a scene. This could be fun. This one's going to be fun. This one's going to be really fun. I think what I'm going to do though, I think what I'm going to do though is I'm going to put this on a piece of broadcloth. Broadcloth is a cotton poly blend for sturdiness and durability. So I put this on this, right? So I put these two together like this. That way I've got my back, I've got it done properly, and then I can just put it onto a regular piece of fabric when it's all done without adding too much thickness. Because I'm not sure how. No, it'll be in the back as well. We'll figure it out. This one here will be really cool because I'll show you on the broadcloth. So I can just I can draw in whatever I want as my scenery, and then just sew it. Put a moon, put a sun. I think I might do this one next. We'll see. That's my next two projects. But I could come in here. I could come in here and do this. I could come in here and have a house, right? Have a tree, right? So I could do that. So then I would just sew this with green on the top, brown along the bottoms, greens and browns. Come on, do. We're having fun. We're having fun. We're talking about stuff. Come on, you fucker. Let's see if it's going to. There we go. So I can draw in what I want. Yeah, well, I could draw in whatever I want. And there's ways to do it. There's ways to do it where you like just print it out on paper and then just go over it and then pick out the paper. So you just, I would use thread and do hand embroidery where you just go over it with the needle, whatever. Then I applicate on features and functions that I want it to have. And it could, so like I could do this in like gray so that it's dark, right? Then I can have like a little window. I could have a little window, and then I can go to the window and I can cover in each of the sides of the window with yellow as if it's got light coming out of it. I'm gonna look some shit up. I am gonna look some shit up and fafo some stuff. I'm gonna fafo some stuff, but yeah. But those white ones, they do really well. I don't want to mark this up because it's my last piece of solid black. Mind you, if I decide that this is something if I decide that I'm super getting into this, I could very easily go running off to the fabric store to get myself a yard of solid black. It's not hard to get more black. I just don't use it often enough. So unless I have a really solid idea that I want to explore, I don't tend to keep it around the house. And I'm trying to use up all my other shit, right? Anyway, that's where I'm at right now. So I'm going to get going and take a break. I don't know when Lisa's going to be home, but she'll be home sooner or later. I think I might do this one first though, because this one's all ready to go now. It is all ready to go. I have to decide whether I'm going to do the intricate. Actually, I might just do like that and not worry about it. Because if I want to play with that, I don't. Yeah, you know how you decide that you. Oh, you have a great day, Helen. I'm going in a minute too. I can't stay much longer. At the very least, I'm going to outline this, but I might not do much more than that because then I can get onto that quicker. But we'll figure that. I will figure that out later. These are my next two blocks. These are going to be my next two blocks. And don't forget, for this, I can just take any old piece of fabric. I can just grab a piece of fabric and go, okay, I need a 6x6 inch block. Okay, 6 inches, great, make a block, and I'm done. Yeah, this is spider webs on this one. Let's see. Yeah, this is I want the broom. I want the witch's broom. But this is actually, it's got crows on it. It's got all kinds of stuff on it. So I'm probably going to take that and make a block out of it, and maybe take that and make a block out of it as I sort out what pieces I need to fill in. I'm going to have blocks like this, and then they're going to be filled in with just whatever I can cut that'll fit. So that will be fun. Anyway, I'm going to get going, or I could just sit here forever and ever and ever. And I've got to. I'm being summoned. Hi, what you doing? What you doing? Where's my puppy? Do you need to go outside? Are we going potty? Yes, we are. What are we doing? Seriously, you gonna do it? He is debating on whether to jump up on the back of the couch so that he can get my attention, so that I will pick him up. There he comes. Come on, buddy, you can do it. Where are you? Where's Bruno? Bruno, where's Bruno? Yeah, it was good seeing you too, Trisha. Hopefully I'll catch you next time earlier. Yeah, well, Lisa's got game tonight. But if she didn't have game tonight, I think I would. I'm in that kind of a mood. If she didn't have game tonight and need the bandwidth, I would probably just be still. I'm just going to stay here till 10 o'clock. I don't care. What are you doing? Are you looking for permission? Well, come on up. You know how to get up. Do you need me? Do you need me for something? What do you need? Hi, are you thinking about it? He will do this for like an hour where he just thinks about it before he works up the nerve to actually just do it. How you doing? Do you want up? Do you want up? Yeah? You thinking about it? He knows what up means, by the way. Okay, are we ready to go? Are we going? Is that what you need? You need a clear path? You need a clear path for you? Are you going to do it? He doesn't do this he doesn't climb up very often, so he really has to think about it for a while. But anyway, Bruno says goodbye. I'm going to get going because I will sit here and just watch him struggle for an hour because he's so cute when he does this. Yeah, see? It's like, come on. What? Are you coming? Well, come on. You want me over there? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He won't climb up unless he's invited. So I'm going to stop torturing him and I'm going to get going. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.